Welcome to RDPS. Today we are going to start chapter number 3. Students, today we are going to start chapter number 3, that is The Little Girl, written by Catherine Mansfield. Here we can see the summary of the chapter, where this chapter is all about Kezia, which is a small girl. Kezia remained afraid of her father. Before going to work, he would give her a casual kiss. And then, during his absence, she always felt a strange sense of relief. In the evening, when her father came, he would call for tea. When she took off his shoes on her mother's asking, she would be asked if she had been good girl that day. Kezia would try to say a few words, but everything was in vain. One Sunday afternoon, grandmother told Kezia to have a nice talk with her parents. Kezia, as usual, found her mother reading and father snoring. She continued to wait for the father to awake. When he woke up, and he only asked her not to stare her like an owl. Kejia's grandmother wanted her to make a pincushion of yellow silk as a gift of her father's birthday next week. Kezia made a pincushion of her innocence, and she tore some paper sheets of her father and stuffed them into it. The paper were actually an important paper. It was an important speech of her father, which he had to deliver. Kezia got the punishment. When father looked for paper of his speech, he found them nowhere. Kezia had to tell him that she had torn those paper and stuffed them into the drawing room. Father beat her on her hand with a ruler to teach her not to touch anything that did not belong to her. Kezia cried and sobbed. Hours later, her grandmother wrapped her in a shawl. As she was being rocked in a rocking chair, she asked with a sob, "What did God made fathers for?" On seeing a neighboring father playing with his child, she thought that there were different kinds of fathers in the world. One day, Kezia was all alone with Alice, the cook. The father was sleeping in his room. Kezia's grandmother was with her mother in a hospital because the mother was ill. In her sleep, Kezia had a bad dream. She saw a butcher with a knife coming near her. She screamed and woke up. Her father, after hearing her scream, father took Kezia to his room and lay down with her on his bed. Now, in her fear, Kezia clung close to her father. Father asked Kezia to rub her feet against his leg to get them warm. Kezia found his legs hard. Suddenly, she realized that it was so because he had to work hard all the day. He would get too tired to play with her, as Mr. McDonald played with his children. She sighed and told her father that her head was on his heart. She exclaimed innocently, "What a big heart you have got, father dear." Message we got from this story? The message of this story is that one should try to have balance in life. One should try not to hide one's true feelings. If one is loving and caring, these feelings should be realized by other clearly. So I hope you understood this chapter very nicely, and you are at your home. Be safe, be careful. Thank you.